Hello, guys. Welcome back to John's Bible Talk. Today we're going to talk about heaven and how there is no crying in heaven. There's no tears, there's no death, there's no lying. Everything that we have, that we face, everything that we face every day here on earth, none of it will be in heaven. Because when we get to heaven, we will be in our new bodies. And yes, we are to just strive to do better while we are here on earth. But we know because of sin that enter in to every one of us here on earth, that the earth that God created, when sin entered in and messed it all up, we know that it's hard, but we have a reason to stand as Christians. And right now, more than ever, we need to be bold and speak the truth. Because there is so much. There's so much death. There's so much we've come, we are coming out of a pandemic. There is so much stuff going on. But we have to stay focused on God. And God is going to, I believe, that for us that believe that has a real relationship with God, that we are going to be blessed, extremely blessed this year. And I want to talk mainly about heaven. Because in heaven, there is no sickness. There is no tears. Nobody's crying. There's no tears. There's no death. There's no... It's perfect. Heaven is perfect. And one day, we will be called home. And maybe some of us, even as I'm making this video, there may be some people that God is calling home. And I just want to encourage people that if you have a loved one that is in heaven right now, or that is being close to being called home to be with God, that if they are saved, they're going to be in heaven with God, with Jesus. And there will be no more suffering, no more crying, no more any of that. He is bringing them home to be with Him, where there is no suffering, no crying, no tears, no suffering, no tears, no any of those things. I'm going to read about heaven here in Revelations chapter 21. And chapter 21 says, Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. Posted as a bride, beautifully, beautiful, beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God God's dwelling dwelling peace is now among the people, and he will draw them, he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe away wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, no mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." He who was seated on the throne said, "I am making everything new." Then he said, "Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true." He said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end." To the authority to the authority I will write without cost from to the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Those who are victorious will inherit all this, and I will be their God, and they will be my children. But the the unbelievers, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immorality, these who practice massive arts, the idolatry, and all wiles, they will be casted to the fiery lake of burning sulfurs. This is the second death. So, we who are saved, we have victory. And we will be in heaven with Jesus, with God. And I'm going to read that part again. Starting in verse 6. He said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Those who are victorious will inherit all this, and I will be their God, and they will be my children." And that's about us that are saved. And if you are watching this and you are not saved, you still have time, because He is returning soon, and He's not here, but He will be coming soon. And I encourage you, everyone that is watching this, to read Revelations chapter 21 for yourself, through 1 through 8, and the rest of it if you want, because I just want to encourage you that there may be pain and suffering at night, but joy comes in the morning. And joy is what we have in Jesus. If we are saved, we have joy. And and one thing I heard, that I feel like I heard God, something else I feel like I heard God say last night, is that there's going to be a great blessing this year on us that are in Christ Jesus, that have a real relationship with Him. And if you don't, I encourage you to give your life to Him. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day.